All right, so I am at the Lok Grips booth, and I got Blake Cremines here, and we're at SHOT Show 2020, right?
Yeah,
and
Cobra.
This is Cobra.
Cobra.
And we got all the products, so we're going to go down the list of all the different platforms and what they have to offer. All right, so first we got their AXG here, and they got their cool brass palm swells, which I love. You got your Veloce palm swells there too, right?
Yes. Yeah. So this is our Veloce texture. It's more of our like tactical competition texture. Pretty aggressive, but it's not overly aggressive. Carbon fiber. Here, we'll take that off. Carbon fiber side panels there.
Once you get a close up of the palm swell, so you can see it from the side or from the back.
Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah, there you go. That's much better than the stock.
Yeah, much more ergonomic. We do the back straps and carbon fiber brass G10. We even have the optics plate here. And you can even mix and match it if you want, you know, brass here, carbon fiber there. So then over here, we've got one of our Tanfoglio. That's our palm swell as well, G10. We also offer that in a standard shape as well, so more like the stock grip.
And then depending on what model you have, so because I have those stock 2 and I have the limited custom, you guys cut them short. If it has the magwell.
This is a medium. You can get it in short length. For the magwell, you can get it in long length, which are the ones that go all the way down to the frame.
Right.
So that's our Tampoglio.
And now we got the my favorite, the Walther right there, right?
Yeah.
So what do we got going on here?
So this is the Q5. And first off, you'll probably notice.
So we're allowed to talk about this now, right?
Yeah, we can actually talk about
this
it.
This is not super secret.
Yep. So it's
not super secret Cobra technology. We're allowed to talk about this. I love this thing.
So
check this out. This palm swell is, I was playing with this yesterday. This thing is amazing. All right.
Yes.
So talk about it.
Okay. So this magwell, first of all, this is a prototype right now. It's not on the market yet. We're actually working with you to develop it.
Right.
So you know it's a much wider.
Check out this funnel, guys.
Yes.
This thing is amazing.
And if you actually, I don't know if you can get that right here.
Yep.
It's even more ergonomic, so when you grip it.
Right. Actually, you want to be the camera guy, and I can.
Oh yes. Yeah. Here we go.
So check this out, guys. Okay.
All right.
So this is. I got big hands.
Yep.
And when I grip this, see how much contact this has right there. And then left hand right there. I mean, I have so much contact with the funnel. This puts the gun right exactly where you want it. This thing is amazing. I love this. So I'm excited to get this thing once you guys have this in production.
Yeah, and that'll be coming later this year. Yeah, and so one thing, you know, there's a really short grip here. So this helps to like you were saying before, trap your hand.
Right.
And that's the palm swell. We also do the mag release buttons.
I got one of those coming too, right?
Yep. Oh yeah, we got a big order for you coming. So that's our palm swell.
Right.
We also have our thin grips. You can see right here. We got rid of the back strap. We just straightened it. And one cool thing I want to point out about these is this is the standard profile. I don't know if you can get that.
Yep.
And then that's your palm swell right there.
Right.
So since the back straps match up, you can actually mix and match those two grips to get an asymmetric.
And you're going to offer that on the website, right? That they can order one side?
Yeah, that's the plan. Right now it's like a special request, but we plan to add it so that you can say I want, you know, standard on the left, palm swell on the right.
Right, okay.
Because, you know, like we were talking about before, you don't grip the gun like this.
Right.
Your grip's asymmetrical.
Mm-hmm.
So why not, you know, have your actual grips be asymmetrical as well.
Right.
The one thing that stands out here is the Shadow 2, the gold, brass.
Brass, lots of brass, guys.
Another thing you're gonna notice here is the gun stands brass. So we also do the gun stands. We'll talk about that a little bit. But so I mean, this thing I think is 65 ounces or so. It's definitely
something like that. It's not production legal. Well, with the magwell you can't have anything, but even with the lock light and the brass grips, it's not production legal because it's overweight. But
yep, and you know, a lot of our stuff is really fueled by what our competition shooters want and just our customers in general. So brass came about just because USPSA raised the limit, 59 ounces I believe. So everyone wanted heavier grips, but then you could also use a weapon light. So we made the Lok Light.
Right.
So
I coined that term, right?
Yes, I believe that was actually
that was me. That was me, guys.
Yeah. So I want to say, and don't quote me on this, it's on our website, but the light itself I believe is 7 ounces, These have all been checked, first of all. There's no firing pins. I'm gonna point this at you.
He's not being unsafe,
But
guys.
if you come down here, I don't know if you can see it, there's like 2 or 3 lumens.
Right.
So USPSA, this qualifies as a light. It'll even stay on for you. And then another cool thing here with our magwell, and we plan to kind of follow our overall design across everything we make magwells for. It flows into the magwell.
Right.
So again, it's more like a target grip that way. It fits nicely. Right here, mag release button. That's an oversized one. We also make them standard size. All right, then we have the 92X Performance right here. I know this is one of your favorite guns as well.
Yes.
So for this, we've got our Veloce grips here. It's just G10, which a lot of our grips are G10.
And they're thin. These are your thin ones right now.
Yep.
And can we talk about what's in the works of that, or is that secret technology?
All right. So what I can say is we are working on a wraparound grip. The conversion grip to make it feel more like a Beretta 92. And then on top of that, a palm swell. So it's not just going to be a wraparound that's flat. It'll also be more ergonomic, just like palm swells here and here.
Right.
And then that one, we're most likely going to do an asymmetrical version with as well. So then on top of the G10, I believe we have brass made already. We're working on brass for these. Carbon fiber looks really sweet on these guys. It's polished, smooth. It's more for looks, but I mean, you still got a nice backstrap here if you do want to use it for competition.
Right.
But yeah, they look really sharp as well. And this is the ever popular 1911. So of course we do stuff for the 1911. This has our carbon fiber on it as well. These are thin grips, just like your standard thin grips for 1911. We also offer in standard. No, you have to change your bushings if you're going between thin and standard.
Interesting note. Okay.
Yep, you need new bushings and new screws.
And you sell the bushings that they can order?
Yep. We also offer the bushings and screws.
Good.
And so here's another one. We don't have the screws yet. We're waiting on those, but this is a palm swell.
Okay.
That we're releasing for the 1911.
So my big question is do the palm swells come in Cobra?
That could probably be arranged.
Okay. Because I am going to start shooting 1911 at some point. So.
All right. So right now this is the Veloce texture.
Okay.
That's again our tactical competition texture. And one side note here, with most of our grips, maybe the exception of the Q5, but if they're like just one one piece like this, most of these we can do custom thickness.
Okay.
So you find these a little too thick, a little too thin. It's a special request type of item, but it's usually anywhere from $10 to $20 extra.
Sure.
So everyone's got different hands.
Cobra.
The more you know.
There you go.
All right, thanks guys.